real estate is fun. The not so fun part is actually the paperwork.
Hi, I'm Sharon and he's Richard. We are from the Janys. It's a family brand. So if you haven't checked it out, we do have a YouTube channel called the Janys. So I have roughly about 5 years worth of experience in the real estate industry, whereas he has close to 30 years worth of experience. We specialize primarily in resale private properties as well as a couple of rentals here and there.
So a large chunk of my business is actually looking after clients' assets, especially overseas clients, which also means that I do a fair bit of rental and property management. So the typical problems was this massive amount of paperwork, because you may have say 5 or 6 different properties, and you will have 5 different tenancy templates, because some landlords may insist that, okay, I want to use this template for all my properties. And
I also think about keeping track of what you haven't signed or what you have signed, because there's so many documents where sometimes you have to make sure both parties sign the document. And what is nice about Redoc is they will actually send reminders. So it's electronic as well. So everybody has a copy of what has been signed. So you can actually keep track, who is the person that has not signed, because I think they do send out notifications every other day or something like this. So you do have a way of keeping track of what has been done and what you need to do. So I would say it helps in organization as well. So it gets your work organized.
Yes, and then also it's CA compliant, which to us is a big plus point, because all the signatures are pretty much time stamped and dated. So the software has a kind of accountability where you can trace back each document, when it was signed, when it was sent out. You can also abort the document, you can duplicate the document. So once you get the hang of it, it's a very sort of easy, I would say, idiot-proof system to use.
More time for clients.
Yes, that's more time doing the fun things, and it really takes, in my case, a huge burden off my shoulders, because this paperwork was really quite
time consuming. It's just very time consuming.
And I think,
and it doesn't necessarily mean that if you were to hire someone to do it, then you totally can wash your hands of it, because that person, you still have to teach them the different types of documents used in properties, transactions, as well as what has to be done. And it's not like the first time they do it, everything is correct. So sometimes you still need a software to keep track for you, because then everyone is on the same page. Yeah. And
the other thing which I really appreciate is the backup these guys were offering. Okay, because
the support,
the customer service, because the company is only as good as its people. And I was actually quite pleasantly surprised that the same guys who came to see me, who are the founders, they actually solved a lot of my problems. And then I gave certain inputs and I said, you can improve it this way and that way. And now it's the system is just kind of getting better day by day. So, I also can just key in, let's say, a co-broke salesperson's registration number, and all the details will automatically go into the system. So I don't really have to do a lot of menial work, if that makes sense. It's quite easy for me to use the system. Just do it. What's stopping you? I mean, there could be all kinds of fears, but with the government funding, and if you have some resources like these at your hands, at your fingertips, just do it, because that's going to take away a lot of your time, which you should be doing. What we should be doing is actually prospecting, presenting, and following up. So any other job that a realtor is doing is basically non-productive job. They shouldn't be doing it because they don't get paid for it.
Yeah, and the industry is getting more and more competitive. So if you're not in the digital space, you are really losing out. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, it's. I also have positive feedback from clients. Oh, it's like so efficient. You if you just send me a link and I sign, that's it. I said, yeah, that's it.